Alright, today's video dedicated to all of the slang that Malaysian people say frequently. Obviously, Ivana and I have been here for an entire year, so we think we've got a good catalog of all the interesting colloquialisms that Malaysian people say. Obviously, the first one we have to talk about is lah.
Yeah.
This is the most commonly used colloquialism. What's interesting about lah is it has the exact same meaning as a in Canada.
Oh.
I find it so interesting that the other side of the planet, different culture, different religion, different climate, completely different country, Canada, figured out the exact same thing that Malaysia figured out, which is some sentences just need a little bit of an extra punch at the end of them.
That's true.
So it could be a question like, where you going lah?
Yeah.
Or it could be a compliment like, nice shirt lah. Or it could be something bad like, the window broke again lah. Same in Canada. We say a in the same exact way you guys say la. So, it's so funny to me that no one figured this out. Nobody, there was no agreement made where some Malaysian guy stood up and said, everyone's going to say la. But somehow they just kind of happened.
How did it start?
How did these things start? It's so interesting. Also interesting that in Canada we say a. But if you drive from my hometown like 2.5 hours, you'll be in the United States of America where nobody is saying a. There's some invisible line where this a did not travel across. And similarly, in Indonesia, which obviously is a little bit more different than Canada and America, but still similar race, similar climate, similar language, more different than Canada and America.
In Indonesia,
but
we use the word ya a lot.
yeah,
like,
nobody in
you go
Indonesia.
lah, you go eh, you go ya.
Yeah, but nobody in Indonesia is saying la. It's so funny.
No.
Somehow it's
It's
just
a
this
Malaysian thing.
one kind of country just decided it's la, and like in Canada it's a,
Yeah.
and in Indonesia yeah.
Yeah.
Very funny how these things happen. Now, to be clear, I have not started saying la. There's some Malaysian isms that I've started saying. I can't say la because honestly, if I were to say la, it would replace my a. And I feel like a is just so close to me. I haven't been in Canada for 2 years, and yet I'm still saying a.
Yeah, we still use
I
a.
still say it. It's
And
like
when
part of my identity.
When we go to the States, they'll know that we're Canadian.
Of course.
Yeah.
If I'm hanging out with Greg from Greg and Jumi, and I say a, he always goes, Canadian. it's just an identifying factor. It's right to my soul, so I haven't picked up la. Now, one Malaysian thing I have picked up, I really quite like it, is can.
Can.
Can. It's really, really nice. It's really efficient. That's what I admire about can. It's just so short. It's like, yes, we can do that. Can.
Can you go pick up the food?
Can.
Can.
It's really, really
Can,
nice.
can.
I also really like the trailing off of it. Like if it's like a favor, someone's asking you, oh, can I borrow? Can. You just say the same word 4 or 5 times, kind of trailing off, and it displays so much meaning.
Yeah.
It really has so much, yes, don't worry about it, of course, I expected you to ask, absolutely, enjoy, can.
Or-
It's so descriptive. It's really a beautiful thing.
Or you go pick up the food lah. Can.
Now, I started saying can. The question is, will I say can when I leave Malaysia? I think I might. I really enjoy it. In fact, I've been talking to my friends on video chat, and they'll say, hey, can we call you tomorrow? The game is at like 1 p.m., which in Malaysia time is like 1 a.m. Like, can I call you tomorrow? Will you be up? Can I call you at 1 a.m.? I'll say can. And they'll say, I think something's wrong with the Wi-Fi. Because I don't know what's going on. They just hear me saying, can. And they're like, what? You're stuttering?
Can.
What's happening? So I've started saying can. I've actually started adapting this one to my life.
Like it.
I really enjoy can. Now, there's a level up factor. I need to practice this one. The level up would be also can. This is a common one. If someone asks you, can I borrow your computer? Can. Oh, sorry. I just need the printer. Also can. I got to work on that one. That one's not as natural. Now, there's a cousin to can. And this one I can't quite wrap my head around. This one I'm a little bit nervous about. It's got.
Huh?
You never heard this?
No.
Do you have, if you call a store, I need to buy a chair. Got. Yes, got.
Oh, really?
The problem with got is, it should be have. It's grammatically wrong. It's a good word, got. It's like can. It's like short and hard and got. But it should say have. But have isn't as good. It's too soft of a word. It doesn't work. So I have never said got. I love can, but got is a bit off. Now, there's a level up of got, which is where got. Have you heard this?
No.
People say where got. Like, do you have the thing? Yeah, I'm selling that. Got. I sell that. Is it at your location in PJ or in SJ? Where got? It's like, yo, I can't say where got. I think this is too much. I just think this is too much for me. Similar in Canada would be might better. You've heard might better.
No.
See, the thing about might better, I think it might be true also about where got is I think it's more of like a small Kampoong type thing.
Small
so
town.
my friend is from Coburg, Ontario, population 20,000.
Small town.
And you would say might better, which basically means it might be better if. So might better just order pizza and not have to cook. But the thing is, might better is just so sloppy because now it means yes. So someone says, "You want a coffee?" Might better. It's just so
Seems
silly.
like you're making the word yes to a longer phrase.
It's silly. It's like where got to me. I wonder if a university professor is saying where got. I don't think there's any Canadian university professors saying might better. It's just it's more like a Kampoong kind of like my people. Construction workers, we're saying might better. But an engineer is not saying might better.
Right.
I wonder if it's the same with where got.
Maybe.
Or even can. I wonder if a university professor teaching law or something is gonna say can.
No, can. I'm pretty sure everyone uses can. It's
think
just
I think
I
can
even
would
like
make
it. I like it.
Can is really great. That's my favorite one.
Can?
Can. It's such a nice word. I wonder if a university professor or a engineer or a lawyer would say la. I think so.
Yalah.
I think so.
Oh, actually, Indonesian use la a little bit. Yalah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Indonesia picked up
Yalah,
la.
but we don't say it on every single word after or every single sentence. We just say yalah.
It's so funny how we add these words to a sentence.
Or
and it sounds better. It does
use-
sound better.
Indonesian also use the word dong a lot. Like, iya dong. Like,
What's the meaning?
did you just play that drum? Iya dong. It doesn't have any meaning. It's just like,
It's just a nice sound effect to say.
it's hard to explain it. Like,
It's funny
iya
how we
dong.
all do that.
Which one do you want? The spicy one or the regular one? The spicy one, we'll say, yang pedas dong, or
The
something like that.
spicy one dong. Funny. Very interesting.
Yeah.
One more that I've really liked, I've picked up, is Aiyoyo, which I think is more Chinese Malaysian.
Yeah, because you picked it up when we stayed with Crystal.
True.
In Kelantan.
Aiyoyo.
She said the word "oyoyo" a lot, and then Steve
If
picked
something
it up.
goes wrong or something is going to be a headache or like unexpected, you go, Aiyoyo. It's funny because in Canada, Ayayay.
Yeah.
People say Ayayay. It's funny
But
how
I think it's only you.
I say Ayayay.
Yeah.
My mom says Ayayay.
Oh yeah, your mom
I think it's
says
Canadian.
"Ayayay."
Ayayay. It's so funny. Other side of the planet, it's the same kind of speech pattern, you know?
That's right.
Oh yo yo. You would say, oh yo yo. Air conditioner broke again la. In Canada, you say, ay ay ay. No, it'd be the heater in Canada. You say, ay ay ay. Heater broke again, eh?
Not again.
It's so funny that it's so similar.
Or, hiya, I hear that one a lot. Hiya, the
Hiya.
air conditioner is broken.
Yeah, I think it's Chinese one I get.
I think that's Chinese one. We hear it a lot in Canada, especially amongst the Chinese community.
Yeah.
And then we came to Malaysia, and then Uncle Roger says that word
Uncle
a lot.
Roger.
So I'm wondering if that is hiya is like a Malaysian thing, or if it's just
Hiya.
a Chinese thing. Because we hear it.
Hiya.
I hear it a lot in Canada amongst the Chinese.
You could hear hiya in Malaysia, but in Canada, also can.
Yeah. Can hiya.
Now, one more. This one is my least favorite. Where God is confusing to me. It's too hard for me. But this one, it sounds very formal. Unintentionally sounds formal. Malaysians will say a sentence that's not a question. And after the sentence, they'll say, is it?
Is it?
It sounds so formal to me. They'll say, that's your shirt, is it?
Of course.
It's so funny to me.
Yalla.
Because it's not making it shorter. It's making it longer. You can say,
Yeah.
is that your shirt? Say, yeah. You say, that's your shirt, is it? I feel like I should say, indeed, it is mine. Like, it sounds formal. It sounds so fancy. That's
Is
your
it?
shirt, is it? That's yours, is it? It's like, ooh, sounds very formal to me.
Yeah.
Malaysian people are not like judgmental, kind of like fancy pants, but it just sounds so fancy. Those are your glasses, is it? It's like, ooh. So I haven't picked up that one either. Now, the last one I got on my list here, we got a few more. This one I really like.
Which one?
This one is a nice one that squishes it down. It's more about efficiency. You say like that. Malaysians say like that.
Explain.
I think it's
An
a
example?
short form for or something like that. What time are you coming? 4 or 5 p.m. like that.
Ah.
They say that. If
Yes,
it's something
yes.
vague,
I've heard it before.
they'll say, how many do you have? I got like 10 or 15 like that. Lots of them, I like that one because it's shorter.
Or maybe
Similar
it
to
means
my
like,
better. It's shorter.
It means like or so, like 15 or so or
yeah,
something.
or so, something like that. Like that. What time you coming? Afternoon like that. I don't know, something. I like that one too. Overall, I think it's so funny that Aiyoyo and la is like Ayayay and a.
Yeah.
I still wonder if the fancy, university grads are saying those things.
That's why I just realized in Indonesia when you say iyalah, when you said that's your shirt, is it? Iyalah, like
Iyalah.
it means like yeah. Why are you even asking?
Oh, it means like obviously.
Obviously,
Ah, la.
iyalah.
Interesting.
That's
I'm
what
surprised
it means.
la made it to Indonesia. I never heard it when we were in Indonesia.
But we don't use that as common as Malaysians.
In Malaysia, you hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Just like Canada, you hear a.
Yeah.
But it's true. The smaller villages, you hear a lot more.
Yeah.
I feel like the colloquialisms, you hear them in small towns more than big
Yeah.
cities.
We use dong, and yeah, that's the most
Yeah.
common one.
Yeah, Indonesia has yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not Y-E-A-H, yeah. It's like,
In Canada, it would
it's
be
like, yeah. It's like
Y-A-H.
Y-A-H,
Y-A-H, maybe.
yeah. It's
Like-
not yeah.
It's
It's
like
not yeah.
It's like
yeah.
in Canadian, I'm gonna take a shower, eh? In Indonesian, aku mau mandi dulu ya.
Take a shower, eh? Yeah. In Malaysia, take a shower lah.
What's in Malaysian? I'm wondering if the sentence is the same as Indonesian. I'll only change the ya to la. Aku mau mandi dulu lah. Aku mau mandi dulu lah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Could
Anyway.
be. We were thinking of more stuff that Malaysians do. One that is interesting is the idea of pointing with your finger is rude. In Canada, this is not rude.
Yeah.
In Malaysia, you point with a thumb. I kind of like that one. Talking to him, I was talking to them too, and then I talked to her. This is nice. In Canada, quite opposite. I could use this as like a good job.
Hey.
Oh! Like someone has a good idea, say, oh, good idea, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Whereas if you did this in Malaysia, they'd be like, hey man, don't point at me. So
How about
point
like,
with a thumb is
how
an
about, I'm
interesting
wondering,
one.
how about like in class, do you do this? Like if someone, okay, like in a classroom setting, if you got the answer to what the teacher is asking for, usually in Canada or Indonesia even, we do this.
Right.
Me, I got the answer. I'm wondering if Malaysia do that or
Maybe.
me, I got
Good
the
job,
answer.
teacher. I like the point with the thumb because the thumbs up is so positive. Just seems less offensive, This seems kind of a little bit much like I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
I
it's
never
more,
thought of it that way, but when they
maybe
told me,
it's more-
point with your thumb is better, I was
it's
like,
more like-
kind of is better.
It's more polite.
Yeah, seems
Yeah.
less aggressive. This is like
Yeah.
talking to you. This is like just talking to you, man. Kind of nice.
Ah,
I noticed
that's
our friend from Arkansas and Texas, saya dari Texas, Chris from Terengganu, he speaks Malay obviously, and he points with his thumb. And I was like, you really picked that up. He's like, yeah, don't point your finger. It's
Yeah.
not considered friendly.
I think you will pick some stuff up if you've been living here for a few years.
True.
Like-
Also, Malaysians will say boss, but it's kind of
Yeah,
a
like
younger
this.
person. It's kind of a younger person thing. Canada, we say
maybe.
boss too, but it's mostly older guys.
I think
Like, if
it's
you're 60
everyone.
In Canada.
No, in Malaysia.
In Malaysia, it's probably
Like, if-
everyone, but definitely younger people. It's like
If
it's
like
like, hey
you,
boss,
you got into an Uber, or not Uber, a Grab here, it's like, hi boss.
hi boss, yeah,
Or like if someone is has a stall and you're buying food from them, hi boss.
hi boss, yeah.
Which
It's
one
like
do
a
you
nice
want?
thing because it's like a compliment.
Yeah.
It's just like a title you give someone that's a complimentary
Yeah.
thing. Same in
I
Canada.
also heard the term bosku. I don't know what that means.
Bosku.
Bosku, like in Indonesian, it would mean my boss. I don't know if it's the same bosku.
Oh, also Indonesians. I like Indonesians. Sorry, Malaysians. They'll just say welcome
Instead of your welcome.
instead of your welcome. It's just welcome.
Thank
I like
you.
that. That seems
Welcome.
Welcome. It's so funny
It's like
because
this first time we heard that, I'm like, thank you, welcome, like
welcome.
Selamat datang.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
Welcome. No, I'm leaving. I got the food. Thank you. Welcome. No, I'm leaving. Oh, it's so fun. But overall, it's so funny that it's so similar. La. To be clear, the first time I heard la, I thought it was so silly. Like for at least
Why?
2 days, I was like,
Well,
la?
same as A.
And then it hit me that it's like the exact same as A, and here I am thinking A makes perfect sense. A is brilliant. Only clever people say A, and I was like, oh, I'm such a hypocrite.
I know,
So
eh?
now I like la. When I first heard it though, it's like it's a lot to hear. It's like, where you from, la? What? But I would say to someone, Canada, where you from, eh? I would say that. So I'm such a hypocrite, But there you have it, guys. What else on our list? That's it. That's the list. Those are our favorite Malaysianisms. Let us know if you're Malaysian and you're not living in Malaysia anymore, if you still say la. That's the ultimate test.
I think when they go back to the country,
But
they'll
if you're
pick it up again.
Malaysian living in the States or something, if you're still saying la, that's right into your soul. You know what I mean?
Speaking English and then say la. Maybe
Yes.
the older generation, they'll do that for sure.
I haven't been in Canada for 2 years and I still say a.
Yeah.
That's just part of me.
I know,
I know, eh?
eh?
There you have it, guys. Let us know if we missed any popular Malaysianisms. Those are the ones we've been hearing and getting familiar with. Favorite? Can.
Can. Okay lah.
Okay lah.
Let's
See you
end
next
this
time.
video. Can.
See you next time.
Can.
If you want to see a video tomorrow, also can.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yo.